And it looks like we are live. So, hey, welcome to Learning with Lynn. It is Sunday night, and I am Lynn Huber.
And I'm Richard.
And this is Richard. I want to thank you for being here today. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so we know you were here. So let me move some things around and share my screen. There we go. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen now. And so today, we are going to talk about this one right here, COVID sparks increase in direct sales that can help your Avon business. Hi, Eric. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So this is our blog. This is onlinebeautybiz.com. This is my training blog for my team, as well as any Avon rep who wants training. You don't have to be on my team. We offer training to everyone in a group setting this way. And so, hi, Denise. Hi, Anitra. Good to see you guys. So anyway, this is my blog. Like I said, onlinebeautybiz.com. If you're brand new, you'll want to go up here where it says getting started, and that will walk you through all of the, how do I get paid? How do I know when I have an order? All that kind of stuff. It'll walk you through all that, how to set up your website, things like that. On the left side of the blog over here where it says welcome to my blog, that left side is kind of the main thing, and it goes down and it has, 6 posts or so. On the right hand side, you'll see sign up today to receive our newsletter. If you're already on my team, you're already receiving them. If you have already signed up, or if you're already getting emails from me, there's no reason to sign up again. But if you're not, you can sign up here, and that way you'll get emails from us letting you know when our next live is, when our next Facebook party is, whatever our trainings we do. I write blog posts twice a week, Monday and Wednesday. And then, so you'll get an email Monday and Wednesday. And then Friday is usually just hey, this is what's happening this weekend. We have a Facebook Live, or we have a party coming up, or whatever. Right underneath that is a search. So if you ever don't know how to, if you have a question, you're not sure what to look for, you can click in the search and search for it, or you can go by category. So we have like business building, face-to-face sales, Facebook parties, how-tos, mindset. Whatever you want. If you click on those, then all the posts that are tagged with that category will be there. So if you're on a computer, it's just like this. The welcome to your blog is here, and then the side panel is there. If you're on your phone, the main part where it says welcome to my blog will be on your phone, and that side panel will be moved to the bottom. So you'll go down like 6 posts, and then underneath that will be the sign up to receive the newsletter and the search and all of that. So hi, Sin and Julie. Thanks for being here.
And Karen.
And Karen, I didn't say hi to her. Sorry, Karen. Thanks for being here. So today we're going to talk about this one right here, COVID sparks increase in direct sales that can help you in your Avon business. So let's talk about that. This is the year of the mask, right? We all have to wear masks. So direct sales and network marketing is exploding right now in the midst of the COVID pandemic. Whether you're doing essential oils or skincare or cooking utensils, many people are turning to in-home sales to find that financial freedom to help them during the coronavirus pandemic. People are struggling. People are out of work. Unemployment is all-time high right now. They're not able to work, or even if you didn't lose your job, you're dealing with your kids being home all day and having to homeschool them or help them get on the computer for their schooling. And it's just really hard. It's really hard to keep a job and your kids. And so direct sales is just exploding. I've seen article after article about that people are going to direct sales. So now is the time, you guys. Now is the time to be recruiting. If you haven't been recruiting, Avon offers free signups right now. So, you can help somebody get started and help them get the pathway to Premier. They can earn over $3,000 in bonuses in their first 8 campaigns. So now's the time. So yeah, when the pandemic first hit, like last March or so, my personal Avon business took a hit for sure. We struggled. Avon had to shut down, actually. Ohio shut down the Avon warehouse, and so they couldn't ship to us. But thankfully, Avon got that opened really quick, and we were able to get shipments. And I love how Avon has stepped up. Those of you that have been around a while know this already, but man, Avon jumped in and they found masks for us that we could sell. And they brought back our instant hand sanitizers, and they brought in well, they made face shields now for the kids, and gloves and hand sanitizer and sanitizers for surfaces. And I mean, Avon jumped in and they did all this so we could sell those things to our customers. I thought that was really awesome. They even brought in the food, the
noodles,
the ramen noodles and rice and all of that. They brought that in for us. Do we still have that?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I love the ramen. Anitra says it's insane teaching it all. I know, it's hard, huh? My kids are 45 and 47 or something like that. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. But hey, so what about you and your Avon business? You know, are you the person that kept pushing and said, COVID or not, I'm not going to just throw my Avon business away, and you kept going? Or are you the one that said, gosh, you know, I can't sell Avon. Nobody has any money. I can't go out. And you just let your business go? Because we have reps that did both, and I'm not judging anybody. I'm here to help you now. If you are one that sat back and said, we can't do anything, I'm here to help you bring it back. But you know, there's just a wide range of people, so we're going to talk about that. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about growing your Avon business. Is pretty simple, really. There's only 4 main steps, right? Number 1, prospecting for new customers and recruits. Number 2, getting a brochure to every customer, every campaign. Number 3, following up with that customer, take the order, or have them go to your website and place their order, and then just rinse and repeat. It's just that simple, 4 things. So number 1, prospecting. When you first sign up, we ask you to make a list of 200 people, or as many people as you can, everyone you know. It doesn't mean you have to go out there and sell them all. It doesn't mean you have to hard pressure anybody, but get that list and get it on paper. That's going to be a document that you're going to live with the rest of your Avon career. You're going to always be adding names to it. You're going to always be taking names off, because you need to be prospecting for new customers and recruits. So when you first start, you start with your list, and you can decide what you want to do. If you can go 3 a day, 5 a day, whatever, just contact them, just text them and say, hey, guess what? I just started my Avon business. Can I get you a brochure? Would you be interested in seeing a brochure? And if they say yes, great. Now you put them on your follow-up list. Now you're like on your customer, on your whole system that we teach as far as how to follow up with them. If they say no, that's okay. Nothing changed. They're still your friend. They're still your cousin. They're still whatever. Nothing changed. They just don't like Avon. No big deal, right? You move on to the next person. It's just that simple. But eventually you're going to work through that list that you've created of everyone you can think of. And so you need to be prospecting for new people. You need to constantly be going out, trying to find new people, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's out and about, whether it's from your church, from your work, wherever you're at, right? Then now that you've got these people and you're adding them to your list, it's a separate list than the first 200. This is a list now of your current people you're working with. So it's your follow-up list. Now you're going to make sure that every single one of them gets a brochure every campaign. It's up to you whether you want to do digital or paper, but you need to get a brochure to every customer every campaign, because your brochure is your store. If you don't get a brochure in their hands, you've closed the store, right? You might as well have a Walmart and lock the door when your friend comes up. Lock the door and don't let them in, because that's what you did when you didn't get a brochure to them. It's pretty plain and simple, right? And then you're going to follow up with every customer that you gave a brochure to every campaign before you place your order. So like 2 or 3 days before your order goes in, it's a quick text. Hey, just a reminder, my order's going in. Is there anything I can get for you? It's not a pressure. It's not a this is on sale, that's on sale, buy this, buy that. It's not that at all. It's just a follow-up. Now, if you're doing digital brochures, you're going to want to text them at least twice a campaign, or email, or however you're doing it. Once at the beginning saying, hey, welcome to campaign number 3. And then maybe almost towards the end of the campaign, then it's just a quick reminder, hey, just a reminder that campaign 3 is going to end on Monday. Monday's the last day always of the campaign, and the new brochure starts online on Tuesday. So I tell them, I say something to the effect of, hey, just a reminder, Monday's the last time you can order from campaign 3. If there's anything you wanted, you'll want to get your order in by then, because on Tuesday, campaign 4 will be online, right? And then, take your order, submit it to Avon, deliver to your customer. That's pretty self-explanatory. Send them to the website, right? So we have our Daily 8 system, and our system is a proven formula to help you to do the right income producing activities to help you grow your business. So, if you have a job, you're working 40 hours a week, 8 hours a day, right, for your job. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to get you to get 8 points a day, 5 days a week, for a total of 40 points a week. So you can click here and print this worksheet. And this is our daily 8 plan. It's like 9 pages. But if you're going to print it, you really only need to print the second page, or maybe one copy of the whole thing and then print copies of that second page. This is our tracking sheet. So you're just going to put in week of, if you're using Sunday's date, then it would be week of 117, right? Or if you're using tomorrow's date, it would be the 18th. What days are you going to work your business? We suggest 5 days a week. So if you can do Monday through Friday, put those dates in there. If you don't want to work on Wednesdays, then do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever the days are for you. Maybe you're working most of your business on the weekends. So maybe it's, I don't know, Monday night and Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever works for you. And keep in mind, this is your business. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here I'm not keeping score. You're keeping score on your own business. So you get to decide how much you want out of your business. We suggest 8 points a day, 40 points a week, 5 days a week, right? Because that's consistent. That's staying consistent, and that's doing the work, more effort to build your business. If you only want to build a part-time business, then do 4 points a day, 5 days a week, or do 8 points a day, 3 days a week. But figure it out and be consistent every single week. That's what's going to grow your business more than anything, is consistency.
This is kind of the same as if you have a new job, or say you work an actual day job, and the first day there, you're going to have to spend a lot of time. It's like an airplane taking off. You're going to put a lot of effort to get the airplane up in the air and get it leveled out. But once you've got all the logistics stuff in here, you understand how things work, and you're moving in action, you can cut back to do less hours, but you can still get more productivity out of it.
Right. You're building your list in the beginning. You got to get that list big, right?
But you want to get your business up off the ground and get it flying. You don't want a taxi for weeks.
Yeah. So here's the daily 8 activities. Most of the ones towards the top are the more income producing, and the ones towards the bottom are more, they still need to be done, but maybe they're not top priority, not in the time when you could be building your business. So the first one, prospecting for customers. That means you're going out, you're giving out brochures. If it's paper brochures, you're going to give a brochure to somebody, and then you're going to say, or you're going to ask them if they'd like an Avon brochure, and then you're going to say, however you want to say it. I say, we mail our brochures. Would you like to get on my mailing list? Tina, one of my girls on my call, she has a little notepad that just hangs from her purse, and she says, can you give me your name and number, and I'll give you a quick text before my order goes in. And if you're confident about it, they will do it. They will write down their name and number. It's all about how you ask. If you expect that they're going to do it, they'll do it. If you act like you're bothering them, then they're going to feel like you're bothering them, right? So handing out, getting out brochures. Now, if you're working with a digital brochure, what's to stop you from, like, let's just say you're going through the check stand at the grocery store, and you're talking to the checker, and you say, hey, Avon has this really cool brand new digital brochure. You can just literally on your phone, you can scroll through it just like a regular brochure. Can I text one to you? And then she has to give you her name and phone number so that you can text it to her. And now you've got her contact information. You can text her the brochure. So there's lots of ways you can do it. The key is just talking to people. Hi, Maria, good to see you. So then the next one, prospecting for, you could give you a point for every name you collect. So if you collect 5 names, that's 5 points, right, that day. Same thing with team members. If you're getting information about people that might want to sell Avon, might be interested in selling Avon, same thing, 1 point for every name. Now you've met these people. Now you need to do the first follow-up, which is not part of the normal follow-up. So you met them. Now 2 to 3 days later, you're going to text them or email them or whatever it is you do, and we're going to say, hey, I just met you at Walmart the other day. Remember, I gave you a brochure. I'm just checking back to see if there's anything I can help you with. And now you're going to put them on your regular follow-up. And so now you're going to make sure that you get a brochure to every customer that's on your list, every campaign. You're going to do a follow-up before you place your order, every campaign, every name on your list of people you're working with, and all that. So if you're using our system, you're going to follow up with them 2 to 3 days. You can give yourself a point for that. Now you're going to get a brochure to every customer. If you're using our system, if we use Campaign Mailer, we mail our brochures, it literally takes you 2 minutes at the most to schedule to send out your books to all your people, whether it's 200 or 500 or 2. It takes literally 2 minutes. So you just get 1 point. If you are literally delivering them out and it's taking you time and you're manually going to their houses or whatever and you're delivering them, then give yourself more points, right? However you want to do that. But that's up to you.
And just interject just for a second. For those of you who are new or haven't been on one of the calls before, in the file section, Lynn has all the like the prospecting slips and things like that. They're in there, so you can have those out. Or if you don't have those or a way to print them, you can even just take a sticky note and have a sticky note on the front of a book. So when you hand it to somebody, you say, "Can you put your name and phone number or your address on here so I can know where to deliver the order and give you a reminder call."
Just a little Post-it note.
Just
stick it on the front of the book and just say, "Hey, can I get your name and number on there?"
Because you got to get their information. If you don't have their information, you're not going to get an order because you need to follow up.
Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. So, okay, so we got a brochure to every customer. 1 point for that. Oh, my phone thinks I'm talking to it. Okay, got a brochure to every customer. Now you're going to do a follow-up text to every customer. I give you 1 point for that because, again, using our system, we use Project Broadcast. We use a texting service, and you just send it once to the whole group. They go out as individual texts. They're not a group text, but it takes you literally 2 minutes to do. If you're doing it manually, then give yourself more points, right? I do strongly suggest, though, that you use our system. I will come back when we come back to the blog. I'll kind of show you where to find that, okay? Because you want to automate the system. Because I mean, if you have 100 people that you're getting brochures to, it's so much easier to use Campaign Mailer and mail the brochures. And if you're following up, it is so much easier to follow up with just send one text out to everybody. Because I promise you. It's how likely is it that you're literally going to text 100 people or call 100 people? How likely is it you're going to get all the way through the end?
It won't happen.
If you keep growing your business, you're going to have 200 people, 300. So, use these systems that we teach to keep your business going.
Yeah, the systems will take you a little time to understand them and get them set up, but they're going to be such a huge help to you because they're built on scale. When you start out, it's going to take you a while to get it set up to get 1 or 2 or 3 names in there. But after a while, you're slowly adding names in. And when you get up to 100, 200, 1,000, 2,000 people in there, you can automate everything. Boom, you're done. And it makes life so much easier and it helps you become successful in your business.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. So then there's more, when you place your order at Avon, you get a point. Sort and deliver your custom orders, you get a point. Again, I put 1 point, but if that's going to take you a long time, if you have a lot of orders, give yourself more points, right? Passive prospecting, putting brochures out door to door, various businesses, I give you a point for that. Because if you spend an hour putting brochures out door to door, that's a good thing. It's growing your business, but it's not active, it's more passive because now you have to wait for them to call you if they are going to call you, right? Same thing, posting, scheduling on social media. These are still things you can do and you can still give yourself points for them, but you should really focus your energy at the higher up on the level, right? Then there's, if you have a Facebook party, basically if you're doing anything for your business, you can give yourself points for it and you can track them. Down the bottom, business training, Avon U, online beauty biz, or Facebook. Avon has Facebook lives all the time. They have trainings, personal development. Those things are still important for your business. So give yourself points for doing them and do them, of course. But don't spend your whole week just doing those because that's not going to bring you any money. Anitra says, I'm using the same idea for my girls' cookie links. Yay! See, we taught you something. Okay, so that's the Daily 8. I didn't want to spend too much on it. That's the Daily 8. So click here or here to download the sheet. Then now you can be a part of our Daily 8 challenge. If you click here, you can log your weekly numbers. This is just a Google form. And this is for you to send to me what you did this week. So your name, campaign, how many points did you earn this week? What were your wins this week? What did you accomplish or you're proud of? Or what did you not do so well and how can you do better next time? Again, I'm not here to judge you. whatever you put in there is what you put in there. And I am here to recognize you and encourage you and cheer you along. When you fill out this form, I might acknowledge you in our Online Beauty Biz Facebook group. I might send you a greeting card. I might, who knows, I might send you an email if there's something that I feel like I need to answer or clarify a question that you're having or something. But it's here for me to support you. And the cool thing about this question right here, what did you not do so well and how can you do better next time? I don't even have to worry about judging you at all, because when you fill that out and you take the time to think about what did I do, because you know what you did good and what you didn't. So if you take the time to figure out what you didn't do so good and how can you do better next time, you've already solved it for yourself. You're already going to do better next time just by virtue of the fact that you took that, even if it was just a second to figure that out. So this form, just submit, it goes to me. Nobody else will see it. And that way I can help support you, because especially if you're not on my team, even if you are on my team's all over the country. I don't know what you're doing and what you're not doing. So if you fill out the report, then I know, then I can support you, right? And be sure to join our Online Beauty Biz Facebook group. Most of you probably already in here, but make sure that you join this group so that you can be a part of it.
The thing that's good about that, sending that in, is the things you do well and things you didn't do so well. We've made a lot of mistakes. We've been doing this for 20 years, and we can probably give you some decent feedback on something, or just say, wow, well, can I steal your idea? You can come up with some good ideas too. So it's always good to fill that out. It helps you, it helps us. We can help our whole team that way.
And sometimes, yeah, we've actually had team members that have put ideas down, and we share those with everybody. So if you have good ideas, love to hear them. So today we're going to talk about how to survive and thrive during COVID, right? So let's look at some ways that you can find ways to continue to grow your Avon business in spite of the coronavirus pandemic. So I recently went live on Facebook about how life isn't fair, and you can find that here. I'm not going to go there right now, but it's a video I did, a Facebook Live on, life isn't fair. How do we deal with that, right? Things suck sometimes, and sometimes they suck worse than others, and sometimes they suck worse for certain people than others, but we all get our turn. Trust me. We all get our turn to have sucky times. So, we already know that things happen and life isn't fair. In fact, the success in our Avon business and in our life is not based on what happens to us. Believe it or not, how successful we are has absolutely nothing to do with COVID. It really does. It has nothing to do with COVID. It has nothing to do with what happens to us. Our house burns down. I mean, I'm sorry, things happen, bad things happen sometimes, but they don't affect our success. They make it hard. They make us have to struggle, but they don't determine if we're successful, right? So in fact, our success is based on only 10% of what happens and 90% of how we respond to what happens. Let me say that again, because that's really important. Our success is based on only 10% of what happens and 90% of how we respond. We get to choose. We get to decide how we're going to respond, right? The world is full of people who experience unfairness, and many of them overcome it. And then there's those that don't, right? But people who do overcome significant unfairness, like maybe they have a bad childhood or they have poor health or natural disasters, they accept that they didn't cause the unfairness, but they did the work to move beyond it. That's what's so powerful. I hate to pick on you, Anitra, but Anitra's on this call. She's blind. And she doesn't let that hold her back from anything. In fact, you wouldn't even know if you talked to her face to face, you wouldn't even know she was blind, other than she carries a walking stick, right? But people have all different kinds of levels of unfairness. People have their house burned down. There was that giant tsunami that happened, and all these people lived through the tsunami. Where was that?
That was in
Yeah,
I can't
remember where that was. But I'm just saying, things happen. Indonesia, yeah. And so the people that have survived and accomplished more, they didn't do it because of what happened to them or because they didn't have an unfair life, because we all do at some point or another, right? And so these people who have succeeded in spite of it, they don't use life's unfairness as an excuse for poor behavior or a lack of motivation. Instead, they work hard at creating better circumstances for themselves. And that's what we need to do.
Yeah. Even Jim Rohn says the wind blows on all of us, but it's the set of the sail that creates people that are successful or failures.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, so mindset. It's all about mindset. So let's look at this. Can you guys see this? Okay. So here's what I've been hearing these things. Some of these things I've been hearing them, and so I want you to think back. Are you saying this? This is really important. But I'm too busy. But I'm broke. But I have kids. But I failed before. But I'm from a small town. But I don't have many friends. But I work many long hours. But I don't know enough people. But I'm not good at social media. But I already have a job. But I'm afraid. But we're in the middle of a pandemic. I'm sure you could come up with a whole lot more than that, right? Some of these buts, I have people on this call that I know are on this call. And I'm sorry, I'm going to call you all out. But I work too many long hours. Richard and I, when we first started, were working 60, 70 hours a week. I was commuting 3 hours a day, an hour and a half each way to work. We didn't have the time, but we found the time. We teach the power of three. For many years, we taught the power of three, that you talk to 3 people a day. And we couldn't do that because of the hours we worked. And so we talked to 100 people on Sunday afternoons. That's what we did, right? Okay, how about, but I'm not good at social media. Well, Sherry Fuller is on here tonight. And she's tough. She knows I can pick on her. Sherry's on here. Sherry is, how old is she?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember, Sherry. Late 70s, something like that.
Yeah, she's middle age.
She's close to 80, I think. I don't know for sure where she's at. She's not real computer literate, but you know what? She shows up at these meetings every Sunday, and she finds a way, and she tries, and she takes my videos and she pauses them and she works through it and she figures it out. So I give her credit because she is making it happen. Anitra, I already told you, she's blind, and she's split her wrist last night because apparently she couldn't see what was behind the stove.
Ouch.
79. Sherry is 79, see?
79 years young.
And she is upbeat and happy, and she makes it happen, right? We're all busy. Some of us are broke. Some of us are, there's a couple of brand new people on this today, which I'm really excited that you're here. And I'm guessing some of you maybe lost your jobs or whatever. And so you're here, but you're broke, right? But, all of these things. But let's back up a second. Let's try it again. But let's this time replace but with because. So, but I have kids. Do you know what? Why not be successful in your Avon business because you have kids? Don't let it be the reason that you can't be successful. Make your Avon business the reason why you can be home with your kids, right? Because I have kids, because I'm broke, because I'm too busy, because I work too many long hours. I want to work my Avon business instead, right? Because I don't know enough people, I'm going to go out and meet more people. Right? Because I already have a job, because I'm afraid. How about because we're in the middle of a pandemic? Maria says, if it helps, I don't know many people in town. I just moved in, so I have to meet new people. There you go, Maria, because you have to meet new people, right? So, and that's the same thing. I mean, Richard and I moved from California to Utah to be closer to my mom, and we almost had to start our Avon business all over again when we got to Utah. I mean, I was born and raised here, but it had been 20 years since I lived here, and I didn't know anybody. So, yeah, so whatever your challenges are, and some of your challenges I know are hard. Some of them I know are bad. People have lost jobs. People have had family members die with COVID. People have even had things like their house burned down. Or, I'm sorry, I know people have horrible things happen to them, but don't let those things be, don't allow yourself to say, well, I can't be successful because COVID. I can't be successful because my house burned down. Yeah, your house burned down, and that sucks, and I hope you have insurance, and you're going to have to dig yourself out of that, but that doesn't have anything to do with your Avon business.
Yeah, make it the reason that you succeed.
So just that small shift in your perspective can change your whole life. So let's look at some ways that you can build your Avon business during these times. We've talked about these before. And if you guys have any ideas, go ahead and type them in the comments because we'd love to hear your ideas too. But the first one is provide excellent customer service. So the first step in caring is to reach out, right? Not necessarily hardcore marketing or overt attempts to gain a competitive edge, but to offer genuine support, right? So one of the benefits of selling Avon is that you build relationships with your customers. They have you as their representative. They know you and they trust you. And while we can't go out and congregate in groups, we're still able to provide our customers with the same service we've always provided. So instead of making deliveries and going inside to have coffee with our customers, I know there's a lot of little old ladies that order Avon because they're lonely and they like having you come over and have coffee with them, right? But you can't do that anymore. But these days it's more about collecting payment electronically and then dropping their order off at their door. So, that would be like using PayPal or Square. Get a Square reader. You can search for Square in the blog and you can find a post about Square, about taking credit cards. Search up here for how to take credit cards up here in the search. And you'll find a post about Square. And in that post, I give you a link where you can get $1,000 in free processing. So,
and also for those of you that have some of our older customers, they're technically challenged, and I mean most people don't mind using the Square. That's the easiest way to get the payment. But I have a lot of customers that like to write a check or pay with cash, and I just simply say, just leave a check under the mat or the cash under the mat in an envelope, and I'll let you know when I'm coming and drop it off and ring the doorbell, and then I'll wave at you from the car.
Okay, but keep in mind that a lot of these people have to collect money up front.
Right.
So they can leave a check in the mat and you can run and pick it up, right? If that's what you need to do. Or there's Venmo. There's lots of different ways to collect the money. So absolutely. And then just like Richard said, when it comes time to make the delivery, you let them know what time or approximately what time you're going to be there. Then you knock on the door, you put their order down on the ground and you walk away. They come out, they open the door, you wave at them. You can talk to them from 6 feet away if that's what you want to do, but you're providing them with contactless service, right? So there's really no need for personal contact. It's too bad. It's sad because personal contact, I think, is really missing right now. I know I'm missing it. I'm missing hugs from my friends and all of that, right? We're all missing those things.
Yeah, probably the biggest thing we hear is being consistent with it, because we hear so many people say, "Oh wow, that's great you sell Avon. I thought Avon went away. I love Avon, and I used to order a bunch from my old lady, but my Avon lady, she just quit selling or just stopped coming around. So it's great when if you can start it back up." There's so many people out there that love Avon and are going through with Avon withdrawal because their Avon lady disappeared.
Yeah. And then Avon is bringing a lot more products in now that people use every day. I mean, oh my gosh, we have mops and batteries and dishwasher detergent and laundry detergent and all kinds of things. And they're good quality. They're good for the environment, eco-friendly. They're more natural. I mean, I just love what Avon is doing. And so you can be that delivery service for your customers, right? You're able to provide them the products they need delivered to their door, either via you or with contactless delivery or online, so they can order online. Your customers can order from your Avon provided online store, and products will be shipped directly to them, and then you will receive your commission 2 days after the order ships. It'll be either applied to your account, or if you set up direct deposit, go to avonnow.com, go to the top right corner, my account, and I think it says get paid by Avon. You can set up direct deposit and it'll be directly deposited into your bank account. Okay, so be sure to get brochures out to every customer. Here's a post on how to automate many of these tasks. That's the one I was telling you about. If you click on it, it will open this up. Automate your follow-ups. I have a Facebook Live we did to walk you through it, and basically it talks about mailing brochures to every customer, every campaign. I use Campaign Mailer. I use Dial My Calls for my little old ladies that don't have cell phones, I pre-record a message, and it's right here. Hi, this is Lynn, your Avon lady. Just a friendly reminder, my order's going in on Wednesday. So that's a pre-recorded message that gets blasted out to them. So when they answer their phone, they go, hello, they get my pre-recorded message. The only people I send that to are the people I do not have mobile numbers for. And then for texting, I use Project Broadcast, and I do a quick text message. And here's about Project Broadcast. So that's my follow-up. And if you ever need to know how to do it, you can click in here and you can say automate. Actually, if you just search for automate, the first one is how to manage your customers and automated systems over time, because you're going to keep growing your list. You're going to keep getting bigger and bigger. This is text drip training for new representatives. Happy Avon customers. This is the one. Automate your follow-ups to give yourself more time to build your business. So you can see everything that has anything to do with automate is coming up. Okay, so now next thing, build your business online. So take advantage of the Avon Brochure. Oh, let's see. Venmo. Sherry says, I have people that are so upset because of price increase that they no longer have their product. Well, Sherry, I know it's true. I do too. But I will tell you, every time I fall in love with a product at Smith's, they discontinue it. Doesn't matter. I mean, every time that I find a certain bra that I like, next time I go back, I can't find it.
And the price has gone up.
And the prices have gone up. So Avon has not had a price increase. They have let their business go during this whole, there was a 3-year transition when Avon kind of was falling off the planet, and then it was purchased by LG. They let the prices go. They never had a price increase. The whole rest of the world was increasing. So now we have new owners, and they've gone through and they've set new prices. And when a customer complains, I say, well, price of stamps went up, price of bread went up, price of gasoline went up. I mean, everything goes up. And as far as discontinuing products, it's a business. I was a buyer for many years, so maybe I understand this better than everybody else because I'm the one that had to make that decision. But you have slots in the warehouse. They're called slots. There's big baskets or cages in the warehouse, and all the products are in there. So you might have all of the different mascaras here, 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 here. And this one is selling 100,000 a month, and this one's selling 150,000 a month, and this one's selling 100,000 a month, and this one's selling 100 a month. Right away, that one has to be discontinued because that's taking a slot that could be selling 100,000 of something a month. It's just business. It is what it is. That's what it is, the basics. But it's true. It's true in the grocery store. It's true in Walmart. Wherever you go, they discontinue. She says, I tell them that, and they really don't. I'm sure you're saying they don't care. They don't believe you.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do.
If you don't dwell on it, usually if you dwell on something, if you get negative about something, they'll get negative with you. If you're positive about something, they'll stay positive with you. So just don't bring it up.
Yeah, and mostly just say, hey, I know, I totally understand. It was one of my favorites too. You could say something like that, right?
Yeah.
Let me get rid of that. So you could just say, hey, I know, I totally understand. It was one of my favorites too. Maybe they'll bring it back someday, right? But here's another product that's real similar that you might like. And that's all you can do. And that's also why you're prospecting all the time, because when you lose that customer because they're upset that you no longer have that item, you need new customers to replace them, right? That's business. It's no different in the store. Walmart, they're selling stuff, and then a customer gets mad for whatever reason. They don't feel like they got checked out properly, or they didn't find the item they were looking for, and they end up going to another store. What's another store? Target. And Walmart loses that customer, right? It's the same thing. It's just the nature of business. All you can do is be upbeat and positive. So then you can save yourself time and money by building your business online. And so if you want all of your online store orders to be shipped by Avon, here's a post, how to set your online store to make that happen. So for those of you that are new, when you first sign up to sell Avon, your online store is defaulted to let the customer choose how they're going to shop. The customer can choose whether they want to have Avon ship it to them or whether they want you to deliver to them. If they choose for you to deliver it to them, the order, they don't pay for it, and the order ends up in your cart on avonnow.com. You have to place it, and then you have to collect the money from your customers and deliver it. in my mind, in my opinion, this is how I run my business. If they're on my online store already, why not just have Avon delivered, right? So I have my store set up to only offer them direct delivery. If they want me to deliver, they're usually not on my website. They're usually calling me or texting me or emailing me, right? So if they're on my website, they can place the order directly through Avon. Avon will ship it. Click this link here to learn how to set up your store so that it will be that way.
You also want to have it on online delivery anyway, because if they call you, like say we have a customer put on there that she wants delivery, but she lives in New York City. I mean, I'd love to go to New York City. That'd be great, but it's not going to happen. It's going to cost me too much. So you want to set it up so that only all your orders go online. Like she said, they're already there, order online.
Yeah.
And otherwise the local people will call you and you can deliver locally.
And it's, Avon ships directly to them, and 2 days later they deposit your earnings in the bank. One caveat to that, just so you know, is if their order is $60 or more, they get free shipping. That's not for you. You get to pay for their shipping. So they get free shipping, but Avon will charge you $8 for that shipping. But you are going to make enough commission, even if you're at the lowest levels, you will make enough commission to still make it worthwhile. So don't worry about that. It's an additional benefit because you don't have to deliver, you don't have to sort the order, you don't have to do all this stuff, but you get money in your bank.
Yeah, oddly, back when it used to be $40 with free shipping, most of our orders were $40 or sometimes under. And now I'd say that the majority of our online orders we get are all over $60. They're $60 to $100 now, all because they can get free shipping. Yeah. They bumped it up $20, $40 when they order.
And you're making enough commission to cover that and still make money. Okay. So if you're looking to build a side hustle business, time and money is valuable. You can build your entire business online if you want to. You don't even need to wait for your brochures or your starter kit to arrive. You can simply start sharing your digital book. And here's links you can click on that will teach you how to share those. It'll teach you how to share the digital book. And the most recent Avon catalog is located on your Avon store, which is 100% free for you to use. And so you can find it by going to youreavon.com/your-ID, whatever that is, and you can click on Brochure, Shop Brochures, and that will take them to the digital brochure. And if you haven't set up your online store yet, go ahead and set it up at your web office on avonnow.com. Click on My Office, Web Office, Online Quick Setup. It's really easy. You can customize your store as much as you want, but basically it's just if you just accept what it's giving you, like in a matter of 2 minutes, your store's set up, right? You want to add a picture, maybe that's a good thing to add, but then you can customize it if you want. So then, now, because of COVID, we want to find new ways to connect with customers. We want to find ways to grow our business instead of just sitting home going, well, people are broke. As far as the people are broke, they're still buying dishwashing detergent. They're still buying toilet bowl cleaner and stuff like that. And so they're still buying deodorant, stuff like that. And our deodorant's a lot cheaper than what's in the store. So don't assume that people are broke and they're not buying anything, because they are. They're buying what they need. They might not be buying a lot of luxuries or a lot of extras, but they're buying what they need. And so if you are providing good service to them, they'll be buying it from you. So new ways. Go live on Facebook, right? Start working your Facebook business page if you haven't done that already, right? Add Zoom to your arsenal. You can get that for free right here. There's a link to that. The free version is plenty for you to get started. You can go live, I believe, for 40 minutes. Actually, I think if you only have, if you're live, I think it's a 40-minute limit on the free version. You can do parties on Facebook or otherwise. You can create a private Facebook group and schedule posts over the course of an hour. I have training on how to do that. We also do what we call team Facebook parties. I haven't had one yet since the beginning of the year, but we'll be doing another one soon, where you can come and you can invite your guests and I'll do all the work. And so keep your eyes open for those. We do those from time to time. And or you can do a live party presentation on a Facebook Live or a Zoom call. The biggest advantage to online parties is that you no longer have geographical limitations. Even before COVID, if you're having a party for someone in their house, maybe they had friends or relatives that lived out of town or out of state that couldn't come to the party. Now they can on a Zoom call, right? Now anybody can come. Anitra says the stain remover works good too. So there you go. Our laundry detergent's amazing. So send greeting cards to your customers. I mean, I use send out cards. I use the service. I use it for my team. I use it for friends and family. I also I use it to build my business. So I will look, my friend Lisa Wilbur, she does this too, and she calls this Facebook reconnaissance.
Espionage.
I'm sorry, Facebook espionage. And so basically what you do is someone posts on Facebook, oh, look, I just got a grandson. Look at my baby boy grandson. Isn't he adorable? You take that picture and you put it on the front of a card and you send them a congratulations card, right? Or if they say, oh, look, my daughter got promoted or graduated or whatever, you take those pictures and you put it on the front of a card and you say congratulations. And then on the back of the card just happens to be, hey, order from my Avon store. But with send out cards, you can put that on the back of your card. And so it's not affecting your card. Your card is about their new grandson or about their, daughter's graduation or whatever. It just happens to be on the back. It's just another way to do it. Or you can just handwrite cards. Not a big deal. You can handwrite cards. You could put a link to your store maybe on the back of the card. I would not make it real obvious because you're not sending cards really to hardcore promote. Instead, you're doing what I said earlier about it's COVID, it's coronavirus. We're trying to reach out and connect, right? And so, but you send a card, even if it's for their birthday or for whatever. Well, congratulations for your new grandson. I guarantee you, when they think about, I need bug guard, they're going to think about you. That's the key, is you're putting yourself in their mind, right? Even if you're not promoting to them, you're doing things that's going to help them to remember you, and you're going to stand out above everybody else. So this is a good time, that thing you've been putting off. If you've been wanting to build a website, a blog, or email marketing, or Instagram, if you want to get better at Instagram, or you want to do more social media stuff, now's the time to get to work, Now that you have the time, start doing those things. Start building your blog. If you want to build a blog, there's training on how to do it right here. Click here for details. One thing, though, that I do need to caution you about blogging is it takes time to build a blog and build authority with the search engines. You can blog 5 or 6 days a week, but it's still going to take 6 months or a year before the search engines are going to start recommending your posts because it takes time. You need to build that authority. And so I think blogging is amazing. I do it. I build my business through blogging, and I get a lot of business through it, but I've been blogging for years. And don't expect that a blog is going to help you make immediate money. The immediate money, I hate to say it, is going to come from your immediate efforts, talking to people one-on-one, approaching people, calling them, texting them, getting their name, getting a brochure to them, all of those things. That's where your immediate money is going to come from. But blogging is going to build your business, and it can actually help you build a huge online business, but it's going to take some time. So be sure to offer the Avon opportunity, right? Every day, more and more people are struggling financially. Hours have been cut, jobs are lost, right? Avon offers people impacted by the crisis a way to make additional income during this difficult time. And right now, Avon's offering free signups through campaign 9, at least anyway. So, but here again, it's super important to be sensitive and compassionate, right? It's not going to be wise to come across as though you're looking to make money on them, on their hardship. Make it clear that you're offering an option to them, and don't overpromise on the business opportunity. Don't make big income claims, right? They're going to have to put work in to make money. It's not like they signed up to sell Avon and we're going to drop a bag of money on their porch, right? But also keep in mind, just by signing somebody up, you don't make money for that. You do make a commission on what they sell on top of your sales, and that builds you. That's where the big money is with Avon, is if you build a big team, the big money comes from all your team sales. You make a very small percentage, but it adds up fast. But you're not making any money on them just for signing them up. So get that in your head so that you don't come across as, well, I'm going to make money off of you, or so they don't think you're making money off of them, right? Share with them how they can earn $3,000 in their first couple of months with the Pathway to Premier program. Here's a link that gives you more information about how the Pathway to Premier works. You can, if you're new, within your first 8 campaigns, you can make up to $3,000 because there's extra bonuses. There's $20 bonus, cash bonus for every $200 that you do in a single campaign. And then there's like $100 cash bonuses when you reach like milestones like $1,000 and $2,000, you get these $100 cash bonuses back. And then I have a tracking sheet that will help you do that. And then when you get a new representative, get them off to a great start by providing them some brochures and tips to get started. I send a welcome kit, and here's a training on how to do that. What I put in my welcome kit, everything's in there. And that's just what I do. I do that anyway, whether we're in COVID or not. But it's especially helpful right now because it shows that you really care about them being successful. You're not just trying to capitalize on their hardship. Right? You're helping them. You're giving them some brochures. You're giving them training. You're helping them be successful. So if you don't know how to do it, if you're new, take them to your online store, which is youreavon.com/YourID. Have them click on Become a Representative. Oops, I'm missing an image there. I have to check that. And if you're brand new, if you just signed up, you'll have to wait 24 hours before you can sign up a new representative. And then I got once your website's set up properly, you're good to go. Just send them to that website. Now mine is youreavon.com/Lynn Huber. So you're going to replace Lynn Huber with whatever yours is. And then have them click on Become a Representative. That's the easiest way. They can choose the $30 kit, or they can choose to sign up for free. They don't get anything with the free, but you're going to give them some brochures and help them get started, right? So they can choose how they want to sign up. And if you're on the phone with them or you're talking to them, it's even better for you to say, well, if you're ready, I can get you signed up right now. And you hold them on the phone and you sign them up. You go to youreavon.com and click on Become a Representative and you sign them up. You say, okay, how would you like your last name spelled? And what's your address, right? And you do it. So, or there's a phone number here you can call if you need help. You can even 3-way your potential representative into the leadership desk, and they'll help you. Avon can help you. And then this with COVID, it's a good time to increase your knowledge, right? Go through training on Avon U. Go through the Avon training. Right now, Avon just announced that they're doing a big skincare launch next week. So be sure to register for that. Get on that so you know what's coming up, right? Go through the Avon USA Representatives Facebook page and watch the live videos. There is tons of information on that in the Facebook group, in the Avon USA Representatives Facebook group. There's tons of training on how to build your business during COVID, how to build it from home. They've really done a lot to help you. And then be sure to watch any replays, be sure to do all that. And then bottom line is, as Dory in Finding Nemo so simply put it, just keep swimming. That's the key, right? Although the world's in a time of chaos and confusion, it's still possible to successfully run and grow your Avon business. Like I said, our business took a hit in the beginning, but it's coming back now. And right now, this campaign, we're doing really well. So all you can do is just keep going, right? Using technology, we can be connected to our team members, our customers, and our prospects, even when we're confined to our homes. But most importantly, take care of yourself and your family and stay safe. And just keep swimming. Keep trying to build your Avon business. You'll get there, I promise. I believe in you. Anitra says she's registered. Yay!
Good. Next weekend.
Do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I say this pretty much every week. There's a lot of information here, and all of us are at different levels of implementing different tools that we presented today in our business. But this is like eating an elephant. You have to chunk it down. You have to eat one bite at a time. So pick a topic that will help you in your business the most today, and spend an hour, a day, or a week learning it, breaking it down, understanding it, and then implementing it, and then go on to the next thing. And just keep doing that. And it's going to be like that airplane. You're going to have to put a lot of effort into the initial part of hitting the gas pedal hard, to get the plane off the ground. But once you get it in the air and you have a lot of these systems put into place and you understand what you need to do, and it becomes kind of second nature to you, the business is going to be so much easier, and you're just going to enjoy it even more.
Yeah. And along those same lines, especially for those of you that are new, those of you that have been around a while probably get this already. But, if you go get a job at McDonald's, you can probably, let's just say they pay $10 an hour. I have no idea what they pay, but let's just say they pay $10 an hour just because it's an easy number. If you work 10 hours, you're going to make $80, right? If you work 10 hours with Avon, you're not being paid by the hour, so you're not going to make $80, but you actually could make a whole lot more than that in 10 hours because you're paid on your effort and you're not paid on hours. So the more you sell, the more you make. And there's no guarantee. You might work 10 hours and might not make anything, but you have planted seeds during that time. And in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, those seeds are going to grow and they're going to prosper. And that's the cool thing about Avon or any other direct sales, is that it's residual income. So the effort that you put in today will continue paying you for years and years and years. And so that's what's really cool. But you also, what's cool is you get to choose how much you're going to make, because if you decide that you need to make $80 today, if you put whatever that is, $50, whatever you put in your mind that you need to make $50 today, you have the power to say, I'm not going home until I sell enough to pay for $50, to make me $50, right? I'm not going to stop until I do it. And so that you have the ability to determine for yourself how much you want to make. So that's all I have. Let me go back to us. There we go. Okay, so let's see.
And Sherry's going to eat a rabbit.
Sherry says, I will eat a rabbit if you don't mind. Whoops, there it is, if you don't mind. Okay, Sherry, you eat a rabbit. A rabbit, it'd have to be a big rabbit. So, you guys, I know times are tough right now, but they're tough for everybody. Even if you have a job, Anitra, I don't think Anitra has to work. Her husband makes the money, and I don't know, I wouldn't presume, but she's always kind of been, or at least as far as I know, she's been a stay-at-home mom. So it's not like, she has to replace her income because she isn't with her job. But it takes, she's got a bunch of kids, and it takes a lot of effort to get those kids with COVID, they're all doing different things. They're all different tablets or computers, different homework. That's hard to manage, right? So it doesn't matter who you are. Sherry says a rabbit's better than an elephant. Yeah. But so it doesn't matter. Times are tough for everybody. Some people are struggling financially. Some people are struggling with loneliness. Some people are struggling with time because they have so much on their plate. So we just deal with it, right? We keep swimming. So that's really all we have. Next week, we are going to be dark because next week is the Avon Leadership Kickoff, which is open to everybody. I think they're going to be closing that really soon. I don't have the website. If you go to avonnow.com, look for it, but you want to get registered for that. I think it's like $30, but it's the whole weekend. It's all going to be virtual. You can do it from your computer or your tablet or whatever. You want to be on it. Trust me, you want to be on it. So be sure to get registered for that next weekend. And then we will be back 2 weeks from tonight, same time, same place.
Yeah, the convention's like Friday afternoon, Friday evenings, and Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So you don't want to miss it.
Get registered. I'll post it in the group. I'll find a link and I'll post it in our Facebook groups to get registered, okay? Thank you guys for being here. Anitra says, yes, he works, just 2 girls, but on 2 different levels, kindergarten and fifth.
Yeah.
Okay, so she just has 2 girls. I lied. But
still time consuming.
Still time consuming. And she makes it happen. Anitra doesn't let anything get in her way. I love that about her. All right, you guys, we will see you in 2 weeks. I hope to see you on the convention this weekend. You don't want to miss it. Julie says, thank you. I'm swimming. Yay! Keep swimming, Julie. See you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.